Whoa. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. You guys are already part of this wonderful family. You guys know the drill. Thank you guys so much for getting to watch and to support. Today's video, I am very excited because we are going to be doing a first impressions and a review on the new Jaclyn Cosmetics Complexion products. I am so excited for this. They have amazing products. Everything that I have tried from her brand, I have fallen in love with. Seriously. I'm very excited for this. Before we jump into today's video, as always, make sure that you guys subscribe, like, and comment. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below so I know you guys are watching. Now, let's go ahead and kick off the year 2022 with our first review. Let's go. Okay, you guys, so I am very excited for today's video because I feel like I have fallen in love with all of her products from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I absolutely love her formulas. They are some of the best. Okay, so we are going to be reviewing the new Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint along with the Faux Filler Perfecting Concealer. I had to double check what it was called, but I'm going to be using both of these today. Now, the Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint, I did get it in light medium, and then the Perfecting Concealer, I got it in light neutral. So I'm excited to try these out. Let's go ahead and take them out of the packaging. Let's talk about all the details, pricing, all of that good stuff, and then we will go ahead and actually start applying the products on the face. Okay, so starting with the Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint, here is the packaging of the tint, and it looks very, very stunning. I absolutely love the packaging of it. This is a close-up of the packaging. It does retail for $34. Now, it does come in this little component. Just a little bit of detail on it. It does have its standard 1 fluid ounce. It is available in 12 different shades. Now, this does say it is doing double duty as a blurring primer and tinted moisturizer. This sheer coverage wonder delivers a natural finish that blurs texture, enhances the natural look of your skin for that just woke up glow. So let's go ahead and open it up. I'm so excited for this. Ooh, bougie, bougie. It does have a very bougie feel. Now, it is a plastic component. Okay, so I am very excited for this. This is what the actual component looks like. Very cute. It does have that white and rose gold packaging on it. This is the packaging of the actual component, and it just looks so cute. And something that I found very interesting is that she did say something about like an airless pump. So it does say that every time that you pump it, I believe this begins to rise a little higher, so that way you can get every last ounce of your product. So that is very nice. Now, I know that some people were a little bit upset about the shade range on this and the fact that it's only available in 12 shades. I can kind of see where she was coming from with it because it's more like a universal kind of thing. It's not a foundation, it is a skin tint. So skin tints can kind of vary and kind of blend in with your skin tone a little bit. However, I can see where people are saying, you know, 12 shades, we do need a little bit of a wider variety, but you know, I'm gonna have to put it to the test and see, you know, does it blend into my skin tone? Can I make it work? And all of that good stuff. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about her Faux Filler Perfecting Concealer. This is what the packaging of the concealer looks like. Very similar to the actual skin tint, just obviously a little bit smaller. It does have 0.23 ounces. This is what the packaging looks like right here. Again, very bougie feeling. I wouldn't expect anything less from Jaclyn, of course. And I love that you can see the shade through the year. I did get light neutral. So it does say that this is a lightweight, buildable concealer, so fresh you'll look well rested. Jaclyn Hill's Faux Filler Perfecting Concealer offers medium to full coverage and a matte finish, while visibly brightening and blurring for a finish that's fresh and flawless, like you got a good night's sleep. So let's go ahead and bring you guys in a little bit closer so you guys can take a very close look at everything that's happening with my skin, how it's performing, and all of that good stuff. I do like to use like my sponge whenever I'm applying like complexion products like my foundation and concealers, but I see everybody literally just going in with their fingers for this, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I know that the warmth of your fingers can really just push a product into the skin, which is good for like a skin tint, so I'm going to go ahead and try that today. I have never applied anything with my fingers, I don't think, so that'll be very interesting. So this is what my skin looks like right now. I do have obviously a lot of little freckles on my face, some pigmentation, hyperpigmentation from acne scarring. I do have relatively deep dark circles, and this is what my skin looks like before the skin tint. So get a nice little close-up look at what my skin looks like, of course, so you guys can see a little bit of a before and an after. We are going to be going in with our blurring skin tint. Ugh, I can't get enough of this packaging. It just looks so pretty. It does have that pump applicator where you just kind of pump it out and product comes out, obviously. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one side of the face so we can kind of see a before and after of what the skin tint actually looks like, the type of coverage we're working with, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to work on this side of the face. I went ahead and I applied a little bit on my fingers, and this is what it looks like. I was expecting this to be something kind of like the Fenty Eavesdrop skin tint, which was a little bit runnier than this. This seems to have more thicker consistency. So this is what it looks like, and it looks like a normal foundation. So I'm very curious to see what it's gonna look like. So this is just one, I think this was like half a pump, and I'm gonna go ahead and just like apply that onto the skin. Now it looks like it might be a little deep. My neck is actually very, very pale compared to the rest of my body. Like if you see this, my arms are not as pale as the rest of like my face and my neck. I don't know why. We're just very light up here. So this does match like the rest of my skin. So we'll see if it works. So I have that spot right there. And again, with my fingers, I'm so nervous about this, but we're gonna do it. Ready? So what I like about applying with my fingers, surprisingly, is that it's just so easy to kind of spread the product out, and I feel like it just goes on very evenly like this. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and grab just a tiny bit more and go in on the forehead. I'm literally grabbing like the smallest amount and just applying it on my forehead, just because I applied everything down here and I didn't apply anything to the forehead. A reminder of the product. We're just going to kind of push that into the skin. Now it feels really nice on the skin, like really nice on the skin. It's actually pretty easy to blend it out with the fingers. So this is the side of the skin tint, and then this is the side without it. Now this definitely has the smallest, most minimalist amount of coverage. Like she mentioned, it is not a foundation, it is a skin tint. It is meant to just kind of like blur your skin a little bit more, like a primer, and apply a little bit of like the teensiest amount of coverage where it looks like your skin, but just kind of even out the skin tone, if that makes any sense. So I really do like the way that it looks. I'm very curious to see what this would be as like a primer instead of just like a skin tint. If I use this underneath the foundation, I wonder if it will create like a very like airbrushed finish where it just looks very smooth, you know, like porcelain. I'm gonna add that much and just kind of see if we add a little bit more onto like spots like this, how it would apply. So as you can see, it looks like it's gonna be like way too deep, way too warm for me, but the way you blend it into the skin, it just blends away into the skin. I'm gonna actually start applying. I will say it did take away the redness that I had on the skin. I feel like this would be such a beautiful product and such a convenient product to wear, like especially in the summertime where you just want like something that's going to kind of blur your skin, even out your skin tone, but you don't want a ton of coverage because you're outside and it's really hot. I think that this product would be amazing for like those hot summer days. I actually push the product in with my sponge just to make sure everything is nice and evened out. I mean, I'm really liking this so far. Like, it looks really nice. My skin looks kind of just dull and just there, like this is just my skin, but this side just really gives you like that nice glow to the skin. Your skin looks awake, your skin looks refreshed. It just looks like your skin just nice and evened out and fresh and just like a glowing goddess. Like, you just look like a glowing goddess, and I love it. But I do have very dry skin, so I feel like all of my dry skin peeps out there are definitely gonna love this because it does feel very hydrating on the skin. Like, it feels very hydrating. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna actually just keep half the face like this. I did kind of like bring a little bit out this way, but just because I had so much product on this side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and apply the concealer on this side so we can do a complete and total comparison with the other side. It does scare me a little bit that it is a matte concealer. I have seen that this does dry down rather quickly, so I'm going to just work very fast with it. I will be going in with my e.l.f. Camo Sponge. I use this for every single product, and I love the way that it leaves my skin, no matter what product I'm using, so I'm going to trust it to apply the concealer. So this is the type of applicator that is on the concealer. It's a small dofa. You can kind of get really in there and very precise on things. You can also like cut your crease a lot more precise with this type of dofa, so it's not bad. Let's go ahead and apply a little bit like right here, and then we're going to lift the face up a little bit and just bring that right there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of coverage around the nose. So this is how much concealer we're working with, and I'm going to go ahead and start blending this out. Whoa, did you guys see that coverage? I feel like the more I blended it in though, it kind of like caked up on me. So let me go ahead and add a little bit. I do have really dry under eyes, so I don't know if that has to do with the fact that right here it looks like there's like little crumbling happening. But let's go ahead and add a little bit more right on that area. So without the sponge this time, I'm actually going to go in with this Flawless Concealer brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I am going to just buff this in. Like, oh my goodness, this is so brightening. I have like the small little line right here on both sides like of my eye sockets. It's pretty deep. It's very hard for me to conceal those spots, but I feel like that did it. I will say, when you first apply it, you have to kind of go in and blend it in rather quickly, and it looks absolutely beautiful and flawless. If you keep messing with it, I feel like it kind of just crumples up a little bit. So just beware, maybe because it is a matte formula and I do have a really dry under eyes. I think that might have to do with it, I don't know, but I feel like if you just kind of like place it and push it into the skin and leave it alone, it looks really good. So this is what a side comparison is. I already have the skin tint, I have the faux filler concealer as well, and I just feel like my skin looks so woken up. It looks like my skin but better. I have like an even skin tone, a bright under eye, my skin or my eyes look very lifted, my face looks very lifted with the concealer. It just blended in very nicely. Like I mentioned, the one thing that I did notice is when I first applied it and I went in, I kept going over and over and over because that's what I'm used to. With this, the less that you touch it, the better it's gonna look. So once you set it on your eyes, very lightly apply slight pressure to push it into the skin and then leave it alone. Don't mess with it because then it will start to kind of crumple up. Again, I don't know if it's because it's a matte finish, I don't know if it's because it's the concealer, or it's a combination of that and the fact that I have really dry under eyes, like super dry. I wish I would have hydrated my eyes a little bit underneath this. So this is what my skin looks like up close. So this is the side with the skin tint and the concealer. You can see my eyes just look so bright, and then we have my dull skin on the other side. So this is a side-by-side comparison. What do you guys think? Do you guys see a difference? Does it look nice? What are your thoughts on it? Again, it just took away all of the redness, it evened out my skin tone. I really like this, and it provides such a like blurring effect to it, which I really like. I love when products do that. Now we're gonna go in with the concealer. You can see the immediate difference, like this is the side with the concealer on it, and then this is the side with just the skin tint. Like you can see the difference between the two sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit here, bring up the eyes a little bit, around the nose. I definitely feel like you have to work fast with this. It is a mattifying concealer, and if you have dry skin like me, you definitely want to work fast because mattifying concealers can tend to dry down rather quickly, and then you don't really have enough time to really just like blend it into the skin. I'm going to take whatever's left and just kind of bring it up right here. Brighten up that part of the face. So I'm going to try something because it's kind of breaking up a little bit. I don't know, like I said, if it's the mattifying part about it or just I have really dry skin. But I'm going to apply a little bit like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my sponge to have some extra hydration on here and push that into the skin and see if that does anything. That looks slightly better. The concealer could have been a little bit more hydrating. Maybe I just have really dry skin, but this is what the overall look looks like, and I mean, I like it. I think it looks very nice. It feels like my skin has been blurred. Definitely looks brighter. I'm kind of like on the fence about the concealer with the skin tint. So I'm going to take her setting and brightening palette in light to medium. I'm going to set that under eye, and then I'm going to go ahead and top off the look with some of her luminous powder as well. Let's take a little bit of this powder, and I'm going to start setting this under eye. Let's go ahead and set the other side underneath. And then I'm going to go in with some of her Brighten Up Luminous Powder, and I'm going to take some of that and set the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm a little thrown off because I really love the skin tint. I feel like it looks really pretty on the skin. It makes your skin look like your skin but better. It gives your skin a nice fresh glow to the skin where you just look so refreshed and awake. However, I think that the concealer might be a little too mattifying for something like this. I feel like it just has... It needs more hydration, in my opinion. I love the concealer as far as the coverage. You guys saw my first impression when I first applied it. Like, it looked so flawless underneath the eyes. But I'm looking at my eyes, and this one doesn't look that way. It's just this side. I think I might have applied way too much concealer, like piling it on. So, you know, 1 or 2 layers of this and you're good to go. I did a third one on this side, and it just doesn't look too good. This side looks very nice. So, skin tint, I feel like it looks super pretty. The concealer, I definitely have to play around with it a little bit more. Maybe if I use something that's a little bit more mattifying, like a more mattifying foundation, I think this might pair a little bit better with it, but because this is so hydrating and this is so mattifying, I feel like they don't really go hand in hand as well as I expected it to. Do I like the overall look? Yes, but it just kind of crumpled up a little bit right here, and I don't know, you know, how to feel about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of my face makeup, and then I will come back and you guys can see the final look. Alright you guys, this is the final look with the rest of my makeup. All I did was put the remainder of my stuff, my bronzer, my blush, a little bit of highlight, and of course my lip. And this is what the finished product looks like. And you guys, I think overall, I'm actually really liking the way everything looks. Once I kind of set the under eye, that kind of crumpliness kind of faded. It's still a little bit noticeable on this side. I think I put too much concealer though, so I'm definitely gonna have to keep playing around with the concealer. I definitely do 100% recommend the skin tint. I love the way my skin looks. It just looks so healthy. It feels like it's blurred. What I absolutely love about it is that it feels so hydrating on the skin. Like, my skin just looks and feels amazing. I love the way it looks. I will definitely be, of course, using this all the time. I'm gonna definitely keep playing around with the concealer, and I'm gonna also try it with more of a mattifying, like, finish foundation. See how that blends with that, because I feel like this was a little bit drying for something that just felt so hydrating, like the skin tint. Okay, so this is really close for you guys to see, but this is what the under eyes look like, and I don't know. I mean, I think it looks really, really nice. Like, I can't get over the fact that my skin looks so blurred and so amazing. Like, I'm obsessed with the skin tint. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. I am very excited for my next couple of videos because 2022 is coming in strong with so many new releases, new launches, new products, and you guys know I had to scoop up some of that new to review for you guys. So I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Ciao.